Hello, Adele Mitchell here, and today I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign Capricorn. So if you have Capricorn in your sun, moon, or rising sign, this reading is for you. This is also based on the week ahead, and I'm using my zodiac board for all 12 houses, so we can tap into all areas of your life. I hope you're ready for this, Capricorn. There's a lot of information that's about to come through for you, but it's going to pertain to you in some way, shape, or form and be extremely helpful. In your first house, which is the house of self, you have received the Two of Pentacles. So right here, right now, Capricorns, we are being shown that you are doing far too much. It's time to retract a little bit. It's time to loosen up the reins on your responsibilities, your priorities, what you have your mind totally focused and geared towards, because you're making great progress, right? But it also looks like you're just whittling down on your self-love. And even I'm picking up on like some physical stuff too. You're feeling tired. You're feeling overwhelmed. So this is really showing that there's a lot of things going on in kind of all parts of your life right now and into the next coming week. So let's see what else you are going to be coming into in regards to saving yourself and making choices that will serve your highest good. In your second house, this is your possessions house. You have received the Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm still learning this deck. Okay, another Pentacles card. All of your efforts here are going to be paying off here. So even though you may feel like you need a break, which you definitely do, we're seeing that here, you'll be able to take a break without the worry that everything that you've worked on is just going to fall apart, right? That's not going to be the case here. What you definitely need is to make sure that you don't worry too much, right? Because with the Seven of Pentacles, that shows that like we can get stuck in our heads and think like, oh, well, if I stop now, then, you know, I'm going to lose out, or, you know, somebody's going to need something from me and I'm not going to be there and they'll never talk to me again. You know, things of that nature are going to be kind of stirring up here. So you're going to want to focus on that and just trust and keep reminding yourself, you are badass. You have done more than most people have done in a week. It's like you're combining almost in an entire month of activities and power into this 1 week. So trust in what you've built here and what you've done. It is incredible. And you are going to reap what you sow in the future in a positive way. In your communications house, you have received the Knight of Swords. People who want to distract you are going to be coming up this week. People who want to talk about frivolous topics, almost like time wasters. They're going to be coming out of the woodwork for you this week, and it's going to feel very underwhelming, right? Because when you do place your attention and efforts into communications, you're going to want something positive, something fulfilling to come out of it. So anytime you do give your attention to anybody else, it better be damn good. Otherwise, you're going to be short. You're going to be, you know, abrupt, cutting people off. You're going to be, you know, just impulsive in a way where you're going to want to just, you know, stop the conversation. Be like, okay, that was great talking to you. Have a good day. Bye. You know, so when you do communicate with others, make sure that these conversations you're having are ones that feel like they are providing you something that you need. And if they're short, then that's okay too. All right, in your family house, you've received the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight is someone who is very concerned, parent figure overseeing your life, someone who's watching in on you every step you take. But I'm seeing that this person has their best interest for you and has your best interest at heart as well. So definitely like a parent figure is popping up here. Someone who has kind of guided you throughout your life. They're seeing what's going on here, and they're going to have something to say about it. You are not going to want to be short with this person in your communications, because what's wonderful about this person is that they're going to do check-ins with you. They're going to want to know that you're doing all right, that you're giving to yourself in a positive way, and if anything you need pops up, they want you to call on them. So when you do feel like you want to have a conversation that's worthy of your time, this is the family member you're going to want to talk to, okay? I'm also picking up, because this is something that has to come through, it's a mediumship message. A past loved one is going to be really looking over you this week, okay? One of your angels is going to protect you and make sure that you don't fall apart physically or mentally, okay? They're going to be sending you signs for when you need to slow down too. Okay, in your pleasure house, you have received the Seven of Wands. So when you feel the need to pull back a little bit, take some time for yourself, you really need to do that. That's what's showing up in this pleasure house here, because if you try to keep pushing yourself and going at the level of endurance that you have been going, you're just going to push yourself right off a cliff, right? We've talked about this. Even if you avoid, this person who's checking in on you, wanting to support you, and your angels' messages, if you avoid all that and you keep going forward, this is a warning sign that you will be challenged, okay? People will want to argue with you. You're going to run into complications. A bill could pop up, an unexpected bill. Some bad luck stuff is coming up here. So for your pleasure house, it really means it when it says take a break. Take many breaks through this week. Almost a whole week-long staycation or vacation. In your health house, you've received the Ego. This kind of is coming up again. You are avoiding a little bit of what you need to do to get yourself back to feeling more situated in your life where you're not doing too much for others, and your, career path and all of that, too much depletion is happening here. So what we see here in the health card is that you may be talking yourself out of taking a break, which is where this person's going to come up and say, you really need to focus on yourself. And these are times that you're definitely going to want to listen to that. If you do not, then unhealthy habits will take form, will take over you, because whether you take a break or not, the universe will have you take a break when they feel as though it needs to happen. So you'll start to tap into addictions, things, little spurts of start drinking too many energy drinks to keep yourself going strong, or, drinking too much alcohol to take the pressure off for one night, but then it rolls into feeling hungover the next day. you know, or spending too much time with someone else who doesn't have any responsibilities and, you know, kind of has negative energy, you'll end up taking that on yourself. So be very careful of who you spend your time with. Ship house. You have received the Four of Pentacles. So with this card, it looks like there's going to need to be some compromise happening here. Whoever you spend most of your time with is going to feel this like strain going on here. They're going to feel like you're kind of not giving enough attention to the connection. They're going to wonder if you're distancing from them. They're going to wonder if you want to disconnect completely from them. So you're going to want to be almost more assertive in how you feel towards your partner or the person that you're talking to or the friend that you're spending most of your time with throughout this week. And just kind of like give them some kind of information that solidifies that you do want to connect with them so that a space or a block doesn't form here. And I want to add too, because this message just came through, that you're kind of like on the verge of that right now. So be very, very forward in how you present yourself to them in communication and letting them know how you're feeling, what you're going through, and how you still want to be, you know, involved with them and have them be close to you. In your transformation house, you have received the Five of Pentacles. So many pentacles have come up for you, my goodness. Okay, Capricorn. So your transformation is showing that you have to be very careful on what you're manifesting this week. So here you have a lot going on. There's some stress. The Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles are showing a reflective energy here. So this warning that came through earlier, kind of like be careful of what you're thinking, be careful of the actions that you're making sure that you're pertaining to what you want to have happen and not what you want to avoid happen, such as blocks and negativity. This comes with a huge warning card for you. Okay, Capricorn? So be aware of how you are compartmentalizing your life. So when you are working, make sure you're not taking extra hours. When you're spending time with family, you know, make sure that you're spending just the same amount of time with family that you are with your partner. So kind of, you know, bringing in a level of balance that really needs to take place here. Otherwise, difficult things will come about for you, and you do not need to have anything like that happen to you. You've been working so hard, you know, blessings should be coming up for you as opposed to anything rigid. So let's see, in your philosophy house, you have the Six of Pentacles. I think we're going to pop open the whole suit here just in your one reading of Pentacles. With all that you've been doing, you've been depleting yourself of giving back to yourself, but also giving back to others. So this is kind of like the pay it forward card. You know, even in times when you're feeling really busy and self-involved, it's important to look outside of yourself and give freely in a way where it doesn't feel like work, right? Because work is obviously coming through as being very overwhelming this week for you. And, you know, if you feel the need to just like make a donation, because this is one of the most easiest ways to give without putting yourself in a physical, mental, emotional way of giving and supporting someone else. Because as we've seen here, you already are giving a lot of your time and efforts. But in order to really give back to yourself, you can learn to do so by just kind of giving out what you are growing here because finances are looking pretty good from all the work that you've been doing. So that's definitely something you do have to give as opposed to more of yourself. In your reputation house, you have the Page of Pentacles. Whoa. Someone in your career path, because this is very career based in regards to the week ahead and what you have to look forward to, but someone who you look up to, someone who's kind of been like a guide, they are going to see that you've been really overworking yourself, and I'm picking up on a promotion here, okay? Or being hired. If your work has involved, hitting the pavement, applying to jobs, doing everything you possibly can to, enhance your wealth, your opportunities of growth, this person is going to be the one that sees that and is going to kind of give you a boost. So I'm seeing that your reputation house is a way for people to kind of see that you are making really positive efforts on yourself. And in your friendship house, you have the Three of Swords. There looks to be a disconnection happening. I know we talked about it back here in your transformation house and also a little bit here in your partnership house. We talked about someone feeling like a distancing happening, and this is coming up in the friendship house. So now we know that someone that you usually give your time and efforts to, or, perhaps you guys have had a routine in the past where you always get together on Friday nights to watch a movie or go out to dinner or something like that. You haven't been able to do that. You have not been able to maintain this friendship because you've been so busy, and they're starting to think that this friendship is kind of phasing out. Once again, we kind of go back to the transformation house as an alarm going off to let you know that you have to give yourself a little bit more time with this person, at least a check-in. They deserve it, and you know that they've been on the back of your mind anyway to do so. In your 12th house, this is your unconscious house. It's kind of like something that you just need to know. You've received the Queen of Swords. All your efforts are going to be paying off. All that hard work that you've been doing and putting your, attention into is going to result in great benefit. As we saw here with your reputation house, there's somebody that really wants to kind of give you a boost up in life. So you can trust that, it's not all for nothing. But within that, you still need to give yourself a little bit of a break, as we talked about, so you don't go, so your relationships don't go, right? Money will be good. Money looks stable all throughout this week and into the future, but you definitely want to, be more light with yourself, not take things so seriously, have fun, and good things are coming your way. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for joining me today. I love to read for you and all the other signs. Be sure to come back anytime. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I wish you a blessed week ahead.